And welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. It's my pleasure once again to have Kathy Molina.
Hi, Miriam.
This is Kathy Molina, Earth Force teacher at H-B Woodlawn. She has some sixth grade students here with us today. And Kathy, what are they going to talk about?
They're going to talk about a project that they've been doing for a couple of months, and they're going to ask everybody in Arlington to turn off their lights from 10 to 10:30 this Saturday to raise awareness of light pollution, and then go out and look at the stars.
All right, let's find out more about this project. Let's start with, how did this project get started? Why do we need to turn off our lights? Cynthia?
Well, it started when we saw a video in class about how all the ways that light pollution is affecting our environment, and we followed up with some research about how birds are being killed because of artificial lights. They're mistaking the built lights of tall buildings for the stars that usually guide them.
They get confused, and this was not an easy project to research. So how many of you gave up lunch and extra time to work on this project? Really? Did you mind giving up lunch?
Yes, to be on TV.
You don't mind being on giving up lunch to be on TV, do you?
No.
No. But why was this project so important to you?
It was important because if we succeeded and we got through with this, we would help birds and raise awareness about light pollution. So.
Okay, but it's not just the birds; it's also our watershed. Henry, can you tell us a little bit about how light pollution affects our watershed?
Yeah. Sea turtles in our watershed, when they're born, their first instinct is to go toward the ocean because they're born on the beach, and so they kind of waddle toward the ocean. And the way they find the ocean, some of them, is light reflects off the ocean. But when they see lights in the cities, they think that it's the light from the ocean, and they get very mistaken.
They get so confused that they head towards the casino and not the water. Now, Maya, can you tell me a little bit about who you spoke to about this project as a group?
So we spoke to the Arlington County Board, and they seemed really interested and enthusiastic about our project. And also this Saturday, we're going to go to the Green Living Expo in George Mason University, and that's being put on by Arlingtonians for a Clean Environment. So.
And now, not just the light pollution as an issue, but also it's a issue that affects our bodies as human beings. We need night and day. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, actually, we have a modern practice of exposing our bodies to artificial light, and that's actually not very good for us because just 12 one-foot candles of light can completely stop melatonin production, and that basically means that it disrupts our sleep. And the National Institute of Health actually has some research that shows that light pollution can also contribute to lung, breast, and prostate cancers, which require hormones to grow.
So, okay, we're affecting wildlife, we're affecting our bodies, and let's just talk about the environmental impact of wasting energy. Jake, can you tell me about that?
So, could you repeat the question, please?
Well, what happens if you leave your lights on all the time?
Well, then, unnecessary lights go out into the sky, and they make pollution, and then we can't see the stars at night. So by this point in time, by 2025, we may not be able to see the Big Dipper in the sky, which...
That would be terrible. So the big cities are not easy. Well, you've got smog, you've got pollution, and then you add the light in the night sky, and it's very difficult to see. How about the environmental impact of leaving the lights on when you don't need them?
Well, when you leave the lights on when you don't need them, it ruins when cars are driving or all that.
Okay. All right, well, and you're wasting energy. You guys all know that, of course. Now, there's you started a blog and a website. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the website has a blog where we put up posts when we're doing something significant. For example, we went to GMU and for the Caring for Our Watersheds competition. That's on our upcoming event. So we have all these events, including this one where we're here today. We tell a little bit about Earth Force, the impact on our wildlife, and other impacts on our community. And
Okay, so this is not an easy task, but where has something like this been successful? Does anybody know where a city where they've been successful at having them turn off the lights? Let's give you a chance here.
Well, some of the prime ones are San Francisco, New York, and even so close to us, Washington, D.C. has their own program. But even so close, I'm astounded to see that most Arlingtonians don't know the dangers of lights.
And birds can be rescued basically by shutting off the lights because they don't slam into those glass buildings. Tell me what else, Rebecca? Tell me.
Also, another few, Boston, Chicago.
Chicago. What happened in Chicago?
Actually, 80% of birds' deaths went down because of them turning off their lights. They were the first ones to make an initiative. And also another one was Minneapolis and St. Paul. In fact, that was governor's orders.
So it was the governor's orders. So what would we need to do here in Arlington on a regular basis to help change the way that we handle light pollution?
To change the way to handle light pollution, we would want to turn off unnecessary lights at all times. So not just on this date, April 26th to 10 to 10:30.
Right, but to continue to do it. And you know what else? I heard a conversation earlier that you're also thinking about wasting energy and leaving the lights on during the daytime. So you might be able to continue this project.
Well, we were just thinking about, when you go to the bathroom, maybe you forget to turn off the light. But like in school and stuff, all the light from the window, like the sun is shining and you've got natural light. There's no need for the extra lights that you're not even using. So
Is there any worry that people won't listen to you, or how are you going to get this message out?
Well, we're hoping that everybody is going to try and pay attention to the advertisements that we've been sending out. We each were given a large amount of posters to put up in public places.
You did? All over your neighborhood in Arlington?
Like door to door.
So it's going to be really difficult for people not to know that this is going on. Now, who's going to be at the Green Living Expo? All of you, or most of you, and you're all going to continue. And I understand you've even raised some money through this effort. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's all the time we have. I want to thank Kathy Molina's Earth Force Class 2014 for coming out here. I'll see all of you at the Green Living Expo on the 26th. I'm Miriam Gennari, and that's a Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.